What's up, guys? It's TRT77 here with the semi-finals of TBA Season 5. Now, if you don't know, we take on Kingrock this week, and this is a really scary matchup for us. We already faced Kingrock in the second week of the season. While we did win that game, I feel like I did mess up because I did show him pretty much our best team. And it's kind of a difficult spot we find ourselves in because this is the kind of team where I have to win because of tech, because it's literally too much for me to break this team. Like, if there was one team I did not want to face in the playoffs, it would be this one. But, it is Pokemon, it is who you have to face. And we have to get creative. So, get creative we did. And we have got our sets in front of you. So, first up, I have got Kecleon coming back with a similar set. I could not change the set, honestly, even though it did nothing to my Logic. I need Iron Tail. It OHKO's Aerodactyl, it OHKO's Comfy, it is still too good a move. Rock Slide is still too much good chip on Rotom Heat. Ice Punch kills Garchomp. These are things that I can't overlook, and I feel like that's still my best set, so that's coming back. Sneasel's coming back with a similar set again. It's not another set I'm not really changing from the first matchup because, again, there's not too much room for me to change with the 6 I've got or the 6 I had last game, if I'm being honest. I'm bringing back a similar Sandaconda again. The only difference, honestly, there's no difference with this Sandaconda and that one. So those 3 sets are pretty much the same from last time. Mega Latias is coming back with the same EV spread, but set is slightly different. We have got Reflect instead of Shadow Ball, and the whole reason for having Reflect instead of Shadow Ball here is because Reflect will let Mons on my team switch into Metagross, and I fear the chances of him bringing a potential like weakness policy set, just because that Shadow Ball is not really doing enough to Metagross, and if he's an agility weakness policy set, that could be really bad for us. Our next set is Weezing, pretty much the same set as last time. Strange Theme, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, Defensive. Now our last mon here on this team. Now this is the interesting set, and shoutouts shaded for this set. We have got Basculin. Choice Scarf Special Basculin. Now this is a Hail Mary, because I don't know what other set I could honestly run in this place that could potentially catch him off guard. I really have absolutely nothing. Like, I think I went over this matchup like 3,000 times in prep, and I just saw about 4, like, it was like the Doctor Strange scene from the Infinity War movie where he's like, there's 1 in like 14 million ways that he wins this. That's legit what I was going through while trying to build for this team. And I think we already hit that one the first time around in week 2. And right now I really have nothing to catch him off guard. But I'm hoping this set will. We've got, because of adaptability, Basculin's weak special attack stat means nothing. Surf still does a lot to Aero, still does a lot to most of his mons. Toxic is good for Milotic. Ice Beam is just there because I can revenge Garchomp. And Final Gambit. Now we have enough HP on Basculin with a Final Gambit to kill a min HP Metagross, or just basically most of his mons that have low HP stats. It won't kill Milotic. It won't kill Garchomp because it has monster HP stat. It won't kill Beware. But outside of that, and obviously Spiritomb is a ghost type. But outside of that, it will take one mon down with it. Or it will put Milotic in range for something else. So I'm really hoping this Basculin set works out. I really know that, not bringing Magnezone is a huge risk here because, one, we are way weaker. If he chooses to bring Espeon, we're screwed. Espeon just runs this team that we brought, because we basically have to get in a position to somehow beat Espeon and Milotic, which is damn near impossible with the mons we've got. Or the other option is we're also in a very bad position if he brings, say, a double status Spiritomb. Which I don't think Kingrock's the kind of person who'd bring a double status Spiritomb. To be honest, I wasn't even thinking about Spiritomb till I started watching his replays back the night before the game, where I'm just like, I basically just sat there and I was like, this could possibly come, because he actually started to get a little bit more faith in the Mon later in the season, whereas like in the beginning of the season I thought, hey, if he doesn't bring it against me the first time, he's never going to bring this Mon because he has no faith in it. Because if you don't bring it against Megaladias, what matchup do you bring a Spiritomb to? And but he grew more confident using that Mon, so that's another Mon I honestly we really struggle against, because Basculin won't help with it, and every single Mon on our team being able to be toxic or burnt or affected by it, Magnezone would really help with that. But I'm taking this risk here because I know that this is a huge risk, but honestly, if I go in with the same team as last time, I'm gonna lose anyway. There's no way he's not counter team that 6. Kingrock's too good of a player not to do that. So as much as we've got a lot of similar sets, I'm hoping we can position ourselves, hopefully get rocks up early, find ourselves in a good position in this game. Now I'll just jump into the game, guys. Jumping into the game, guys. As you can see off the bat, we are on the back foot. He did bring the Espeon, and there's a huge problem for us off the bat because we do not have Magnezone. So it's starting to look like the risk we took didn't pay off, but I basically have my back against the wall to begin with, but this is what it is. And we're just going to go off with our leads. I'm leading Kecleon here because I'm going to try to knock off a Flame Orb or a Lefties potentially off of Milo. He does Scald. I don't have a choice. I have to go for the knockoff play here. And we get rid of leftovers. And we do a healthy chunk, so he's not fully Fizz Def. Oh, but he's still quite physically defensive. I'm going to switch into Basculin here, and he goes for another Scald. We don't get burned, which is nice. We do get the Toxic off, but he does get the Recover off here. Here, obviously, we are locked in. We have to go back into Keck. He does stay in Scald, which I was quite surprised by, to be honest with you. And here, I'm just going to double Latias again, because our team is really bad against bulky waters. It's difficult. And he gets the burn on Latias, which I'm quite happy about, because that means we can't get Toxic. Here, I'm going to get up the Reflect and peace the hell out, because now we at least switch into Metagross to an extent. He does Ice Punch, it does 22, which is great, like, with the Reflect up. But here's where I brain fart and I click Stealth Rocks, knowing fully well that he had a Magic Bounce Mon. I should have 100% clicked EQ here. I do not understand why I clicked Stealth Rocks here. This is still a play I'm questioning myself over post the game, but it is what it is. I'm going to go into Kecleon here. Don't really have much of a switch into this thing. And he has Heal Bell. So a bad situation's kind of going worse at this point. We don't really have like ways to break through Milo without Megaladias. And it's not a setup Megaladias, which is now looking very unfortunate. Here I have to click the Recover, get back to being healthy. He goes back into Metagross. We're going to get the Reflect up. He does Medium Mash, does pretty much nothing to us. I'm going to go back into Sandaconda here as he does click the Medium Mash again. And he gets the Attack Raise here, which is kind of like a little scary, but I know he has to switch out. Here I click the EQ, which I don't know why again. I should have just gone Rocks here, because here I had nothing to lose by getting Rocks up. But now he's gone into Rotom Wash, and apologies guys for having a little bit of lag. But yeah, it's gonna go back into Latias Mega for me as he goes into Espeon. Here he does click the Dazzling Gleam, does about 41 to us, but we have to recover off. But we're not gonna live this exchange overall, and we are slower. We are not max speed. He's clearly max speed. We're basically gaining 3% at a time, so we're gonna have to switch out eventually as he does click the D-Gleam, and he switches here for some reason, which I don't understand. I was just honestly sacking. And we just get a little extra chip on Milo. I don't know, again, I should have clicked Knocked Off here, but here we get a huge chunk off of Espeon. I don't know why I didn't click Knock Off the first time there. It was really stupid of me to not just click Knock Off there when he went back into Milo, because I was not like I was doing anything all that much extra damage. Here I was just going for the freeze in case he got cheeky. And Milo does take out Kecleon here. As I'm going to go into Bastion. I'm just going to click the final gambit here. I did not expect him to stay in, knowing I had Toxic. But here we go into Latias. And now here's the big play. So, in my head here, I think he has to switch Milotic. he has to switch Milotic, because if he doesn't switch Milotic and I kill Milotic here, there I have chipped down Espeon. Espeon's at 42. If I get a Reflect up, Metagross is already shown to do nothing to Sandaconda. Sandaconda's fully Spidef and can handle Rotom Heat. And now while I'm asking Sandaconda to do a lot, like, let's be honest, like, I didn't have a whole lot of options here. The only other way he beats me is with a D-Dance Aerodactyl, if he lets Milotic go down here. So for me here, should I click the Draco and kill this? Or should I click Recover? That is the big play here, because if I click Draco, miss, or don't click Draco, he switches out to Metagross, I'm in a very bad spot because I will have to double and he can double into Milotic and get a free Recover. But this is the turn that's going to determine everything, and we choose to Recover as he stays in and clicks Recover, and this is pretty much it for us at this point. Here I'm just gonna go for the Psychic. We get off a lot of damage and Arrow, but obviously now we cannot switch. Because if he D-dances, it's game. So I have to. This is pretty much it for Mega Latias, and I'm gonna let him crunch me, and Mega Latias is gonna take out Mega Aerodactyl here. And we're probably gonna just get revenge killed now by Espeon, which does revenge kill us. And we're down 3-5, and we just lost our trump card. But here I can't let my head go down too far, you know. This is a game where, like, there is odds, you have to play the odds, and I feel like that 50-50 with the Draco there was important, but it is what it is. I have got to move on and try to win my game best here, and now we are going to have to abuse RNG to win. There is no other way around it. I'm going to need knockoff crits, triple axle crits, sludge bomb poisons, anything I can take right now. Anything I can take. So I'm going to go Sneasel hard here. And he's probably going to go Milotic. That's fine by me. I am going to double into Wheezing Gala because this is my best chance of beating Milotic now. And I am going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. I don't have another play. We do get the poison on Espeon, but unfortunately it's leftovers, so it will still survive another turn. I have to switch here. I'm going hard Sneasel. If he wants to go with the Psychic move, he does, and we do live, obviously, because we're immune. He does live here. He goes into Milotic. I do click the knockoff here. I'm just going for crits at this point because we have choice ban Sneasel. I have to go for this because this is my win con at this stage. He does make the smart play. He does click Recover. I'm going to go into Wheezing Gala here because I don't have much of a choice. I have to start going for Sludge Bombs. And here I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I predicted if he goes into Metagross here, because he saw me Sludge Bomb last time. If he goes into Metagross here, and he was making a lot of risky plays throughout this game, I was like, if I predict this Will-O-Wisp, I actually have a shot of still pulling this back. And we do, and now Metagross is going to do absolutely nothing to Sandaconda. He goes into Milo again as I go into Sandaconda. Here's perhaps where I could have maybe clicked Glare, but I didn't want to risk it because I had to go for the... I honestly had to try poisoning this. That was my best shot at this. And here he goes to the Scald and he does crit us. And that is pretty much GG. Did this crit matter? Yes, but what our chances of winning at this point were not very high. I was just going for the Hail Mary plays at this point. It is what it is. Like, I'm going for the knockoffs again, obviously just crit fishing. I have to go into Sanda. I have to just go for glare fishing now. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep playing to my win con. Like, I'm not playing for any differential here. This is the playoffs. Differential doesn't matter. I'm just going for any chance I can to win. And Milotic is going to take out both Sneasel and Sandaconda. And we are going to go down to the Schuylkill Sableyes. Oh god, I definitely murdered saying that again. Okay, I apologize if I murdered saying Schuylkill. Schuylkill. Lord, okay. Kingrock is going to kill me. Okay, he already got the dub. He can't complain. Either way, GG's to Kingrock. Like, I'm not going to complain about the matchup or say anything too much about it because it is what it is. Like, this is a difficult matchup, but that is Pokemon. You're not always going to get the ideal matchups. That is Draft League. That's the nature of Draft League. And maybe next time this is a lesson for us to maybe be a little bit more circumspect about showing all our tech in one game. And in hindsight, honestly, I didn't think he'd prep less for Magnezone, and Magnezone might have actually been the better call here to have over Basculin, but then again, a lot could have come down to that one play with Milotic, which is on me, and that's something I have to take responsibility for. But GG's and good luck to Kingrock in the finals, where he does play Papi. So that's gonna be it from me, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this season of the TBA. I definitely did. There were definitely some moments which weren't super great, but it's like I had fun with the format overall. I got to use a team where Basculin and Sneasel were my supplementary offense, and they did well. They've done better than some of the... Sneasel has done better for me than Hydreigon has in Draft League, which is kind of hilarious to say. So, I've quite enjoyed the season. But that's going to be it from me, guys. This is TRT77, and this is me signing off.